Hey YouTube, so I was asked to do a reptile room tour. Now I only have 3 reptiles, so hopefully this is going to be a good video. So that's what I'm going to do today, a tour. So I guess I'll start off with Sunset. Right now she's in her eggs, which is weird because she's like pretty much never in there, and she's been there for a while now. Anyway, so that's her hammock. She never really uses it, probably because she can't hide on it. I'll try to dangle some fake vines or something over it maybe. That's her warm hide. And this is another hide, I guess. I think she's burrowed underneath it. You can't really see it, but she seems to like that. She's been in there for a few times. This is her cool hide. She likes tucking herself up into there, but when I need to feed her, it's really hard to get her out of there. It acts as a branch too. So those eggs over there act as her water dish and hide. I was afraid the hide would be too cramped since she never used it, but I guess it's fine. She can't really bathe in her water dish, and you should have a water dish that's big enough for your gecko to bathe, but she never even bathed in her other one when it was big enough for her to. So something I think I want to do is maybe put a bit of tile on the warm side to conduct heat better, and I did want to put excavator clay as the background, but that it wouldn't really match with the tank, so I guess I'll just stick with the background from the store. I was going to do a taming video earlier. I want to do a taming video when I have Sunset out, but she didn't want to come out right then. So here's my cricket container with some apple in there to gut load them. Don't worry, I put other things like greens and carrot in there too. There's the aspen for my snake Scorch. Here's the Eco-Earth, a dome for a ceramic heat emitter if my geckos need it in the winter because it gets a bit cool. So here's Toothless's tank. I know it's dirty, but once I get him a bigger tank, I will change it to Eco-Earth and clean it. My iPod's gonna die soon, so I have to make this quick. There's his water dish. I know it needs to be cleaned. And there's his cool hide. I think he's in there right now, a branch for him to climb on. Here's his warm hide. I did have the hide that's in Census tank right now in there, like the brown one, but he never used it, and I don't think it really smelled like him because he never used it. So I also have a thermostat for them. It's right here. It probably isn't the best thermostat because apparently if you drop it too hard, it'll stop working, but I got it at a good price and it seems to work fine. And I should probably have more than one thermometer, but at the moment I only have this one. It's a pretty accurate one, a digital one with a probe. I think a temperature gun would be better, but works pretty well. See, pretty good temperature. So anyway, I think I'll move on to Scorch's tank now. So here's Scorch's tank, nice and big. Here's her hide. And I didn't want to use it at first because it was really difficult to get her out of it, and I liked to pick her up a lot back then, but I rarely pick her up now, and it's a great hide for her because it's nice and secure. She can just squish herself into it. Snakes usually like the tiniest places they can stuff themselves into, and most hides are too spacious for her. So yeah, and I have no idea where she is right now. I often don't because she just burrows in the substrate. I have books that I put above her lid to keep her from getting out because snakes are great escape artists. Here's her water dish, and I didn't make this background. It's pretty cool. I camouflages Scorch. The people who had her before made it. It's a little difficult to clean though, I guess. And this is the water I used for their water dishes. It can't be just plain tap water unless you leave that out for a day. Here's the tweezers I used to feed Scorch, her frozen mice. Well, her thawed mice. So here's the gecko's calcium and vitamin powder. Scorch doesn't need it because she gets all the vitamins and calcium she needs from the mice sheets. I need to get some more vitamin powder because a few days ago I realized that recently the vitamin powder expired. So yeah, and I don't need to use this spray bottle often because the geckos rarely shed. And this is supposed to be for the crickets, but I always get my egg cartons from downstairs, so that'll probably not be used. This was supposed to be for the moist hides, but my geckos don't have moist hides with bottoms, and it just went everywhere and was messy. There really isn't much more to say. I warned you this video would be short. Sorry that it isn't longer like most tour videos. I will be doing videos of handling Sunset and Scorch, but of course not Scorch right now because I just fed her, and you can't hold snakes right after they've eaten because then they'll probably throw up. So I will be doing a taming video with Sunset out. Toothless, he's pretty much a suicidal gecko. He'll just try to run off my hands. He doesn't like being held. And yeah. Later, I'll be doing a video on me feeding Toothless, not Sunset, because she doesn't really chase the crickets. Even if I leave them in there for a bit, not too long, she won't chase them. I have to herd them in front of her. Toothless, however, chases his crickets, so yeah, I'll make a video about that later. Please like if you liked, consider subscribing, comment me any questions and suggestions on videos.